What up, fellas? This is Alex David. I'm going to start a new channel. It's called Let's Talk. Pretty much anybody that's ever had a conversation with themselves and you're like, oh crap, I wish I would have recorded that. This is this. So this is going to cover a wide variety of different things. Um, my passions are sports, fitness, politics, stuff like that. So those are going to be in here a lot. But for the most part, I'll talk about anything. So after a little bit of me talking about some of the stuff I like in the comments, tell me something you want me to talk about. We'll just kind of go through it. Start off with a sports thing. So recently, the Fair Pay to Play Act in California just passed. Essentially summed up saying that and college students can accept endorsements and not get in trouble for making money for their likeness. Kind of really summed up. So what is a college student's likeness? Well, college student's likeness is being put in a video game. It's T-shirts. It's on screen. Them doing an interview. Maybe being put on a billboard for the team. Whatever. Anything that involves them, they can now make money for and not get in trouble with college. Um, how do I feel about this? As a guy that's played both college sports and then as a guy that's currently in semi-pros, which is, you know, complicated to explain, but essentially pros, semi-pros. Um, I'm not 100% for it because I don't think that college is for sports, but I understand as an athlete what it's like, where you have 16, 17 credit hours, practice 4 or 5 times a week, certain meetings you got to go to, games. Like you got literally no time for you, um, and you're held to a standard that's higher than most people because you have to have grades at a certain level to play, and people will come to you for endorsements or hey, can you sign my jersey or hey, where can I buy that or whatever, and you can't really do anything about it because you can get suspended by the league, not just by your team, but by the actual league can suspend you. And so part of me is like, yeah, that's actually kind of cool, because I knew a lot of guys in college that had this been a been a thing a few years ago would actually have made some money, and then you can learn what it's like to actually make money at what you do, and you can learn to manage money and how to be professional, and it actually teaches you a lot of skills that you won't learn in college, like talking to the media and being a professional because you kind of have to because now your image can make or break how you look. Your image is already important to get to the pros, but if I'm having you do it from a freshman on, you've now got 4 full years of learning how to make your personal persona as a business and how to use that, how to get out there, how to market, how to find endorsements and find the small things that can help make you money while you actually put in all this extra time. So I'm for it in that sense. But I also think that unless of the whole league takes to this, I'm not for it. And that's only because I think it kind of slates things unfairly for the rest of the league. Any places that do accept the bill, obviously are going to get recruited heavier. Also, I think that people are forgetting that there's multiple tiers in the NCAA, and unless if you're a big name like Trevor Lawrence, you're not gonna necessarily get that much out of it. If you're Ryan Meacham at Mount Union University, you're in the D3s and no one knows who you are, you have a lot less of a chance to get anything out of it. And then it makes college sports now um, less of a team sport, more like the pros, where it's the big stars make good money and the no names make nothing. Um, I know that there's some wiggle room there, and I saw that there's a few amendments that were brought up already, where it's like the whole school can actually take an endorsement from a certain whatever it is. and that will get divided up so that everybody makes something. And with that, I think that's actually pretty cool. But since none of that's set in stone, yeah, I don't really know how to feel. I say sign it. I say go for it. Let's try it. And if it ultimately fails, then great. It fails, whatever. If it succeeds and it gets a lot better, then woohoo, then this was the right decision. I like putting the power on the athletes. I'm just not the business side of me. I just don't know how you're going to do this across the big board. And you got to think about the thousands and thousands of schools that are in the NCAA and the hundreds of thousands of athletes that play across thousands of sports. I don't know how it's going to work on the large scale. I think on a small scale it'll work, but my concern is the large scale. So yeah, that's my thoughts for today. Uh, Shoot down in the comments what you think, and let me know what you want to hear next. Deuces.